What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and we're having a look at the Super Boss this time around. Now, the first team that we're seeing here up against the Strength Boss, this one is a team that I think can actually work really well. The synergy between the brand new Divine Departure Shanks and the Versus Luffy character that came out at the start of the celebration, it can work so well due to the fact that Zoro and Sanji exist, transforming everyone into Slasher, which works with Shanks, but changing everyone into Free Spirit works fantastically for Luffy. So because of the way that we have the team finagled right now, when we reach stage 2 and we're despaired, Shanks' captain ability activates where we have 4 or more Slashers. We can remove the despair. We also have Law on the crew to generate the chain lock for 2 turns, so that when we enter the final stage, the enemy cannot inflict the bad chain lock that he would normally activate on this stage. Now, when we reach this stage as well, he's going to silence. So it's not special bind, but the silence debuff where you can't interact with characters that are inflicted with it can be removed via the effect of Brook. So that's really dope for us as well. I love to use Cross Guild in KIZUNA. They're just amazing. The set target status giving double damage for slashes, which everyone will become a slasher thanks to Zoro and Sanji. And also, Cross Guild have a fantastic Rush Sugo special that will give additional damage for our slashes, and then we'll have Super Tandem with Zoro and Sanji, and we of course will have Final Tap with Shanks. In this KIZUNA, Shanks is super effective against all types, so with everything in mind, once you get the Rush, the Tandem, you finish off with Shanks, this team is gonna go crazy. Like, I don't know the exact number that it's gonna finish at, but I'm sure that this team can go absolutely bonkers. Can't wait to see what the numbers are going to be like once we get a little deeper into the KIZUNA and the boss's HP scales to much higher thresholds. But the fact that we perform our damage here and we only kill just with the Rush Sugo special at the start of the chain with Cross Guild, doing around 30 billion damage with no alliance boost at all, I think that this team has a lot of potential to go crazy in this KIZUNA. Not too sure if this is the most optimal team for the versus strength fight, but it's a team that I've found thus far that works really well. Now we can go ahead and have a look at the next boss, which is the versus PSY variation. This one, they really want you to use driven and powerhouse focused characters. Again, I'm not really too sure if this is like the optimal way to get through this content. There is one specific debuff on the final stage that does make this fight a little bit more annoying than usual, and it's the chain coefficient reduction, which typically is one debuff you don't see too often and usually isn't that big of an issue. But in a Super Boss KIZUNA where it's solely focused on doing as much damage as possible, that chain coefficient reduction can be very annoying. So we've got some key characters on the crew, some key supports to help us get around that, which is why specifically we are using Jinbei. Jinbei is used in tandem with Alba here to deal with all the debuffs on stage 2. Alba dealing with the special bind with the support of the Kaido to grant an attack boost and an orb boost to our powerhouse and driven characters. Jinbei removing the increased defense on this stage, and then we can go ahead and kill pretty comfortably. Now, they really want you to use Blackbeard in this quest, the new versus Blackbeard, because when you actually reach the final boss stage, the enemy will activate like a bunch of different debuffs like burn and the pain debuff, where of course if you get with Blackbeard and you get to low HP thresholds while he is the captain, he can generate the HP guard, so you don't have to worry about that effect at all. Also, when you generate HP guard, it allows you to perform the Rush Sugo special without having to worry about any of your HP reduction, so you can perform every single tap. And Rush Sugo special with Blackbeard, when you perform with it with the final tap, does a ton of damage. So that's the whole goal here, I think. They're really trying to force you to use Blackbeard as the Rush Sugo special on the final tap to do as much damage as possible. And because we are focused on using Powerhouse here, we can actually use Magma Kaido in tandem with the Dex Big Mom to get double stacking conditional boost against Ignited and increased damage taken characters. We have Luffy to generate Chain Boundary, and then that's basically it. Like, we do a ton of damage here. I'm not too sure what the best team is for this one. This one is going to be the clunky boss of the super bosses. The other one that we talked about previously is definitely going to be the easier one. That's going to wrap it up from me though. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the like button, and if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post on my channel, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.